So magandang gabi po sa lahat. Ito po ay si Andrew. Welcome to NEAR Protocol Philippines. Hope you guys are staying safe with your loved ones where you're at currently. Today, we have a very special guest on the show. He is going to introduce to us MetaPool. It's an investment service provider for all NEAR wallet holders because, we don't want our money to just sit around collecting dust, so to speak, in the blockchain. We want our coins to grow in some way. And MetaPool is one way to explore that investment opportunity. So without further ado, let us welcome Claudio Cossio to the show.
Thank you very much, Andrew. So nice to meet everyone in the NEAR Protocol Philippines Guild. My name is Claudio Cossio, co-founder of MetaPool. So what MetaPool is, it's a liquid staking solution based on the NEAR protocol. So what we do is we provide a mechanism for NEAR token holders to stake their NEAR, earn the rewards, and participate in DeFi platforms or applications in the NEAR protocol space. So what we do is when you deposit NEAR into MetaPool, we distribute that NEAR and delegate that to more than 50 validator nodes. Currently, when you stake through the NEAR wallet, what it is you stake one NEAR or the amount of NEAR you want to stake to one validator node, which is sometimes has its certain limitations. The limitation for it is that if you're a NEAR token holder, you have two questions on your mind. Either do I participate in AMM platforms such as Finance, or maybe on stablecoin platforms such as ON Finance, or maybe Shadow Finance, or interact with NFT platforms such as Mintbase or Paras, or I stake. With the MetaPool, you can have both things at the same time. How we do this is when you stake NEAR on MetaPool, what it does is that it mints another token, which is an NEP 141 token, which is a fungible token. It is basically the way that NEAR protocols handles other tokens in the platform. And so it mints this token called stNEAR. And with stNEAR, what we have is it has the value of the currently staked NEAR, which is 1-to-1, and it adds on certain periods or every 12 hours or epoch, as we call it in the NEARverse, it adds the staking reward, right? So it puts that rewards in, and this is accruing in value every 12 hours. Every epoch, a little bit more of the rewards is being assigned to that stNEAR.
So it's kind of like interest, right?
Yes,
you can say something like that.
It's the interest rate, right? It's the APY that all the validator nodes in the MetaPool network are accruing where we're staking all of the NEAR. One thing very important to state is that MetaPool is not a validator node. We do not own a validator, and we will not in the foreseeable future own a validator, because our goal is to basically liberate the more than 400 million NEAR tokens out in the NEAR ecosystem. A lot of it is being staked, and it's been, how can I say, it's not put to use, right? That capital does not flow back into the ecosystem. What we're doing with MetaPool is we're allowing that to flow back into the system, and you can go to, for example, Finance and participate in the farming pool called stNEAR NEAR pair. So just going back, and so with that, what we're doing is we're allowing also the network to be more decentralized. One of the key problems, maybe if you want, Andrew, maybe I can share my screen,
and
that way
please.
we can
go ahead,
get that running.
Yes.
So let me just get this out of the way, and so we can get this rolling. Oh, there you go. Okay, share screen. And hold on a second. There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
So Basically, what we're doing is we have three key problems we're solving for proof of stake. As you know, NEAR is a proof of stake protocol, which one is the liquidity, right? So when the users decide to stake on the different validator nodes, that value is not flowing to the ecosystem. So we provide that. One is immobility, right? NEAR token holders have to decide, like what I stated, is it staking or DeFi? And then we have the accessibility as well. What we're doing with this is, since you're distributing to the top performing validators, so we're not allowing any validator node that doesn't provide a good APY and has top performance. What does top performance mean? It means that their uptime fits into certain requirements for them to always continue to be receiving rewards from the network. So that's a big thing we're doing. And so with that in place, that's what we're setting up to do with MetaPool. A little bit of what MetaPool is. So basically, it's the first staking solution on the NEAR protocol. Like I said, it lets users stake their NEAR and they get a liquid token called stNEAR. With this, how we're helping create value for NEAR as a protocol is that more liquidity is going to the DeFi ecosystem, and this creates more value for the token itself as well. And so we're basically liberating the digital assets that NEAR tokens have, and they can participate in lending and borrowing platforms. Right now, for example, Borrow just announced that they're going to go on testnet. OIN Finance will be launching later this year, I think by November.
Yes, I heard.
And they are providing they can allow stNEAR token holders to collateralize their tokens and borrow stUSD, which is going to be the stable coin that OIN Finance will be minting when you collateralize your stNEAR. And at the end of the day, it's more than 3.2 billion. Well, I think with the last bull run that we're doing right now, it's a little bit more than 3.2 billion. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of capital not flowing into the ecosystem and for other platforms to benefit from it, right? So I think that's important. And here's kind of like an overview of how MetaPool works, right? So you have all the stakers. You have two options. This is very important. You can either stake, earn mint stNEAR, which is generating the staking rewards. And also, one of the things that we're doing with MetaPool and that we did on August 23rd is we did a community launch. We basically put out a good multiplier reward structure for people staking, providing liquidity to the NEAR swap liquidity pool, and I'll go into it a little bit. And then also for unstaking, right? When you unstake, you will also get back your NEAR with a minus a fee, and we're also awarding meta tokens there. Meta token, the meta token is a governance token for the MetaPool protocol. So what our vision for this is to be for the protocol to be fully community run. At the end of the day, we're bootstrapping this. We didn't get any funding. We didn't do any marketing. It was all community based.
Oh, wow.
And so we're really happy about that. Yes. Then it's been really eye opener for us. It was a big bet, right? Lucio and myself, we were thinking of how can we go ahead and do this. And I said, you know what? Let's put it out there. Let's put it out there. It's not going to be pretty. It's going to have a few UI issues or whatnot. Of course, the smart contracts behind it were reviewed by the NEAR protocol, by the NEAR core team. So, and to be honest, it is staking, right? And this is very important. Forgot about this. Everything, when you delegate your tokens to MetaPool, it's a non-custodial. That means that we're not holding any keys. We're not holding your NEAR, right? If there could be an error or could be an attack on the network, yes, we will suffer, as any validator will be doing. But your NEARs should be safe.
That's a relief.
The unstaking will be a little bit of it will take time, but rest assured that your NEAR tokens will be available, right? And so the other one is providing liquidity as well. So we create a swap pool where you provide liquidity. You're earning liquidity LP rewards for it. You're not staking it, right? So you're not earning the rewards, but at the end of the day, you're participating in the protocol, right? And that's why we're also awarding meta tokens to LP providers. And it's been a fun ride. It's been really interesting, and I think it's just been one of those things that until you put it on mainnet, you do not know if there's going to be a demand for it. We were happy about it. Right now we're at 4,000. I think we're 4,600 unique near wallets interacting with the protocol daily. And right now, I think we're the top two DApp on the ecosystem, right behind Rep Finance. And it's just, and in 2-3 days, I think, today's the 20th, so 3 days, it's going to be 8 weeks since we launched.
Just 8 weeks.
It's been a ride. Yes. It's been
really?
a ride. We've accrued more than 2.4, 2.5 million near on the protocol. That entails maybe 24 to 25 million USDC total value locked on the platform. So it's been a ride, and we're happy to be here with the Near Philippines Guild and talk about MetaPool and inviting everyone to participate in it, right? And just quote unquote, this is not financial advice. Please do understand that we're alpha beta testing everything, in the sense that there's going to be unknown unknowns. So please do not risk
Yes.
more than you can, right?
Yeah.
I think that goes to say for any crypto project. But anyhow, so right now, one thing to also consider is right now the meta rewards that are being generated are locked until November 23rd. We did that in order for us to understand, hey, is this gonna stick or not, in the sense of a demand for it. And then on November 23rd, and before that, we will be providing the governance structure for the protocol. Right now, just for people to understand, all MetaPool is run on an Astro DAO smart contract, and we did that since the beginning. It was called Sputnik V2. Now it's called Astro
DAO.
I reckon I'm glad they changed the name, because if you Google Sputnik, you'll get a health related
yes.
just
That is true. That is true.
And so it's been a ride, and yeah, it's I'm happy about it. But anyhow, Andrew, I don't have any questions or comments. I think that's I'll share more my screen if needed, but for now I'm just gonna pause this a little bit and go back to the interview.
That's really, thank you, Claudio, for explaining to us in a very comprehensive presentation, what MetaPool is, and, what it's trying to do for the NEAR ecosystem. Actually, a few of our community members have already tried, they've done some exploring of their own. They've, they've looked through the dApps that are on the NEAR ecosystem, and they found MetaPool. They tried it out, and some of them liked what they were getting. So yeah, it's a very comprehensive explanation. But for our maybe non-technical members or audience or viewers there, who are not as familiar with blockchain technology, would it be all right for you to explain in maybe simple terms what MetaPool is trying to do? Pretend we're 10 years old and you're trying to explain to us.
There you go. No worries. So definitely what it is you are depositing a digital asset, and this digital asset natively accrues in value when you deposit it or delegate it to a validator node. Validator nodes give strength to the network because they're the ones that are processing or more so processing all of the transactions. And the network rewards the validator for computing those transactions and generating the rewards. But at the end of the day, what gives each validator node its strength is the amount of delegated tokens into it. This is good it has several stages. Of course, when you begin and when you launch on mainnet, the main 10 or top 5 validator nodes will accrue a lot of meta tokens. A lot of NEAR tokens. And this is good because it strengthens the network. But when as it gets more use, this also provides an attack vector, right? That means that if, for example, 1 or 2 nodes goes down, the whole network goes down. With MetaPool, we're trying to avoid that. What we do is that we scan all of the validator nodes, select the top performing ones, and then we become a gate for NEAR token holders to deposit their NEAR, and then for .NEAR to be distributed evenly in all the top performing validators. So even if you only have like at least the bare minimum, right? Like maybe, because right now I think if you want to be a validator node, you have to have 3.1 or 3.2 million.
Yeah, a lot of NEAR.
So right now that's a big chunk of cash. So, but still, it is an investment that a lot of validators are doing. But for the ones that came in early, they're reaping up all the rewards. For the newcomers, it makes it difficult for them to participate in the network. And with MetaPool, you as a NEAR token holder are facilitating this, so that you're creating value for NEAR itself, right? And hopefully this down the line will create will solidify NEAR's value, right?
Yes,
so,
yes.
But then we're adding an extra layer there. Not only are we distributing and allowing for NEAR token holders to distribute more NEAR into different validators, strengthen the network, we're also minting an stNEAR token, which is a liquid token that we're calling. And with this token, that token has the value accrued by the NEAR that you've taken in the different validators. And you can grab that token and start participating in the NEAR ecosystem. Right now, the utility for stNEAR is participating in DeFi protocols. But just coming back to what MetaPool does, right? At the end of the day, on one part, we're distributing NEAR evenly in the network. We're providing a liquid token that allows users, NEAR token holders, to participate in the NEAR ecosystem, not only DeFi. We will need to get more partners in and start diversifying sooner rather than later. But that's the two parts about MetaPool, right? Then a little bit more into the Web3 space. MetaPool is run by a DAO. That DAO is a smart contract, and what it is, it dictates the behavior of the protocol. For example, right now, when we are right now, for example, one key thing here. When you stake in the NEAR protocol, you will have a cooldown period. What is this? What it is you stake on one validator node, and let's say you want to take it out because XYZ reasons, right? But you want to have your NEAR
with
again.
you. Yes.
And exactly on you. It's always with you. When you stake, the NEAR is with you, but the only problem is that it's locked.
You can't access it. Correct.
You can access it. Well, you can access it, but you cannot move it.
I think that's a better term. Yeah, you cannot move
because right now it's non-custodial. Even in the web wallet, it's non-custodial. That means that you are holding the keys, and you can do whatever you want. But when you're staking it, it's locked to that validator node. So when it comes to unlocking, it means that the validator node needs to send a message to the whole network that, hey, Claudio's wallet is unstaking this amount, and I'm providing them this amount of rewards, because that's when your rewards become liquid. And so that period of cooldown is from 56 to 65 hours.
Yes, I've experienced that as well.
And so
I've tried staking.
Sometimes it's a little bit. And how did it go, Andrew?
Yeah, it took a while. Yeah, to get back, to really be able to move my NEAR.
Yeah, but it's the nature of the protocol, right?
Yes.
So it's by design. And what we're doing is we're opening up a gate, or opening up an opportunity for you to kind of leapfrog that. That's a basic problem of all proof of stake layer 1 solutions, right? Solana, Avalanche, Cosmos, Cardano. Everybody has a cooldown period. And so what we do with MetaPool is we provide a liquid unstaking. What this means is that you can get your NEAR immediately.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It does have its counterpart, right? In the sense that there's a smart contract behind it, because you're gonna ask, where are you gonna get that NEAR, right?
Yes.
Where is MetaPool gonna get that NEAR? So that's why we have the liquidity swap pool that I showed you in the last slide. What we do is we set up a swap pool so users can liquid on stake, and for LP providers to earn fees by providing that, right? So, and this affects the percentage of the fee. When you liquid on stake, MetaPool will charge you a fee, will take a fee from that liquid on stake. It varies from 3% to 0.3%, which is the minimum. Depending on the amount of NEAR, it could be an interesting, how can I say? It could be either a large or a small amount of NEAR, right? That depends. But at the end of the day, it's a good option, right? You need it for now. I don't know. You want to cash out, or you want to buy an NFT, or you want to participate in RAF as well, right? It just depends, right? It could be various reasons, but we're allowing you to unstake immediately. And the only thing is that it's tapped. That means that there's a limit.
Oh, you can only
unstake
a certain amount.
Liquid unstake what's available on the liquidity swap pool, right?
Yes.
So you put in 1 million NEAR, and there's only 200,000 on the liquidity swap pool. One of the things that will happen is you will drain the liquidity swap pool, the fees will go up, and then, well, it's just
you don't want that to happen.
It's not that you don't want that to happen. It's part of the business model behind MetaPool, right? It's how we make the protocol sustainable. And it's been a ride. It's been really interesting. We've been really fortunate that during the community launch, people were actually paying for because one of the things that happen here is when you liquid on stake, we reward you with meta tokens, right? So we're also identifying that, okay, you're participating in it, so you would like to have a say on how it behaves, and we're giving you an opportunity as well, right? And so that's one of the key benefits of a liquid staking platform such as MetaPool. And so yeah, it's been quite an interesting thing to be part of.
Thank
sorry
you for that.
If I derailed a little bit.
No, it's totally fine.
Get that out. And I'm hopeful that I explained what the liquid staking solution is in terms as if we're 10-year-olds. I don't think I did that.
It's all right.
If I want to have another crack at it, it's just basically, yes, you are depositing digital assets. Those digital assets are accruing value every 12 hours. You will have an option to get all of the
Your
liquidity,
assets.
all your assets plus the rewards minus a fee immediately. But there's also a second option, which is providing your digital assets as a means for other people to liquid on stake, and you will also get rewarded fees for being a liquidity provider for participating in the liquidity swap pool. And then third is all this activity generates meta tokens for people that participate in it. The idea behind it is to set up a way for people to choose or to propose how the protocol is going to be behaving in the coming years.
All right, thanks for that explanation, Claudio. I'm sure our listeners will get a better idea of what MetaPool is. If they're interested in knowing what you're trying to achieve, at least now they have a means of getting that information directly from one of the founders of MetaPool. So just before we conclude this interview and all, are you planning on working on anything in the future? Can you tell us something if it's okay to share? What are your plans for with MetaPool in the future? Yeah.
So definitely right now there are two and I think we need to share our roadmap. We're launching our Gitbook sooner rather than later. Definitely before the November 23rd date of when the meta tokens go unlocked. It is because we will be showcasing where we think the platform is heading. Also try to understand how the community sees governance in MetaPool. We will do like a request for comments, right, in RFC, so people can comment on it, and then start working on the first version of the governance. For now, there are 3 council members represented in the DAO. One is NEAR, which represents kind of like the partners involved in MetaPool. Second is Open Shards Alliance Guild, which represents the interest of the validators. And third is NEARhispano. NEARhispano is a guild that focuses on education for Latin America or Spanish-speaking communities, but it represents the interest of the guild, of the network of guilds. Right now, those are the 3 council members that vote regarding the behavior of the smart contracts behind MetaPool.
Yeah, I've seen your proposals on the forum. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's coming. That's one of the things that are coming. We're setting up our channels as well. Right now we only have Twitter. You can tweet at us. We'll try to respond as quickly as we can. But the best way is to go to the Discord community in our wallet. So in our wallet, it's where MetaPool was incubated in. Eventually, we'll. I don't know if we will be migrating at all. We work closely with the NEARwallets team, so I think it's kind of like it feels like home. So definitely we're that's where we are right now. We have a GitHub repository. Please go to it. Just look it up, NEARwallets. You'll see it there. You'll see the real repo for MetaPool, and it's built on Rust. So just bear in mind, it's a little bit cumbersome sometimes to understand. But then again, if you really want to be building on top of NEAR and on basically most of the proof of stake platforms, kind of everybody's supporting Rust, right? So that's kind of my unsolicited advice for the NEAR Philippines community is basically if you're a coder, if you're a developer, start learning Rust. Believe me, you will not regret that, and there's a lot of opportunities there as well.
All right. Thank you so much, Claudio. Our audience, our listeners, they definitely have a lot to digest from our discussion today. We might need a round 2 in the future if ever you're available.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some announcements coming in, right? So as you know, there's the pair in the farming pair in Refinance, which is stNEAR Rep NEAR, and then we will be surely announcing other partnerships coming in there. So more opportunities for people to deposit their stNEAR, get a good APY on it, get good returns on it, but still earning their rewards through MetaPool. So I think everybody wins, and you're facilitating decentralization of the protocol, which is great. You're participating in the ecosystem, which builds value to the NEAR token itself, and yeah. So it's right now it's just full on steam and trying to keep up to date with this working on the Web3 space.
That's great. Thank you, Claudio. At least now we know what MetaPool is in a nutshell. So thank you for your insights on this, and how it's contributing to NEAR's decentralization, how it's contributing to the ecosystem, and yes, we've had a pretty meaningful discussion. So for all of you viewers, our NEAR Philippines community, hope that you get time to take this in. We publish it on our socials. Do follow MetaPool on Twitter, and reach out to them if you have any questions. If you're interested in maybe staking your NEAR on their platform, you're feel free to do so. So once again, this is NEAR Protocol Philippines. I'm Andrew, and Claudio Cossio with us from MetaPool tonight. Until next time, guys. Ingat.
Have a good one. Stay safe, guys. Cheers.